I know I'm probably going to get like a lot of heat from some of you WWE fanboys. Cause listen, bro, just listen. If Jericho was to go back to WWE, it will not be legendary as you guys think. It would be absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, I know that probably sounds crazy to some of you. I know some of you think WWE is the better product compared to AEW right now, which I think it is in some ways. But just think about it, bro. People think Chris Jericho going back to WWE would be this big, epic final chapter, but that's not what it's going to be. It's going to be a downgrade. In AEW, Chris Jericho still matters. They'll treat him better in AEW, but in WWE, if he was to go back to WWE, he would instantly just become another veteran that will probably get retired by Gunther. And that's the part nobody wants to admit, man. WWE doesn't need Jericho anymore. I mean, they've got guys like Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and a stacked roster that's already carrying the company. Jericho wouldn't lead in WWE. He wouldn't dominate. I mean, let's be honest. He would just show up, get a nostalgia pop, and then just disappear. And let's be real about something WWE fanboys don't like hearing, man. WWE doesn't bring back legends to push them. They don't bring back legends to push them, bro. They bring them back to use them. They put them in short feuds. They'll get quick losses, easy crowd reactions, and that would be Jericho's future if he was to go back to WWE. It wouldn't be a comeback story. It would just be a slow fade. You know what I mean? I mean, this is where it gets even worse. Because in AEW, Jericho has control. He reinvents himself constantly. But in WWE, that's gone. There will be no risk. There will be weird ideas, and there will be no reinvention. He'll just be involved in meaningless scripts, and WWE would limit him to what he can do. And for a guy who built his career on evolving, that's the fastest way to make him feel outdated, man. But here's the craziest part, man. People think going back to WWE would actually help Chris Jericho's legacy, but nah, man. That decision would actually expose it. Because if Chris Jericho was to go back to WWE, bro, he's not proving he's still elite. He's proven he needs WWE to stay relevant. And that would completely destroy what made his run special in AEW. Like, for real. I mean, Chris Jericho wasn't supposed to go back, bro. He was supposed to be the guy who didn't need WWE anymore. But in AEW, Jericho feels important, you know what I mean? In WWE, he feels replaceable. That's the difference I'm trying to get to. AEW gives them space to breathe, lead, and actually matter. And I'm not glazing AEW saying that like they're the best, they make the best bookings, or they make like great promos. I mean, no, I'm not saying that. They have issues, just like WWE has issues. But in WWE, Chris Jericho would be fighting for TV time with a dozen bigger priorities compared to him being AEW, where he has a lot of freedom and he would get more TV time and stuff. Yeah, I know WWE is probably the biggest stage. Yeah, they're the older company and they're more popular. No argument there, man. I can't argue with y'all on that one. But bigger stage doesn't actually mean a bigger role, bro. And Jericho going back just to stand in the background of somebody else's story, yeah, that's not legendary. That would just be sad, man. So yeah, nah. Chris Jericho going back to WWE wouldn't be this big, iconic, full circle moment. Nah, it would just be the moment people actually realize that his best days are behind him, and he would probably job out to Gunther just like John Cena did, and just like AJ Styles did, because that's apparently what WWE is doing with their biggest legends, with their legends now, which is just crazy. They all job out to Gunther, tap out to Gunther, and make Gunther look like this big heel monster, which is just insane to me. I mean, if Jericho actually cares about how he's remembered, his best decision would be to stay in AEW. I don't care what nobody says, bro. Because the second Chris Jericho walks back into WWE, he stops being a legend, bro. And he starts being a throwback. But what do you guys think, man? You think I'm wrong on this one? Throw your comments, give me your comments in the comment section, man. But I appreciate y'all watching, man. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.